Have you ever pulled back from a woman thinking you were losing her, only to find her chasing you harder than she ever did when you were trying so hard to keep her close? It's strange, isn't it? You think distance will kill the connection. You think silence means she'll forget you. But instead, something shifts in her head the moment you stop giving her every piece of your attention on demand. Most men never figure out why. They see it happen once or twice and they think it's just a fluke, an accident, but there's a hidden truth buried in that reaction. When you pull back, when you detach, when you stop making her the center of your orbit, you flip a switch inside her that most men never dare to touch. It starts subtle. You text her less. You take longer to reply. You stop showing up with every answer, every comfort, every yes she's used to hearing. And maybe, at first, she acts like she doesn't care. Maybe she matches your distance for a day or two. Maybe she posts those stories, out with friends, laughing, living, pretending that your silence means nothing. But watch closer, because behind the stories and the sudden busyness is the little voice she can't quiet. The voice that wonders why you're so calm, why you're not chasing, why you're not filling her phone with good mornings and good nights and where are you and I miss you. She's not used to that. Most men don't detach. Most men cling when they feel her slipping. Most men feed her their pride just to keep her sweet. But the man who can hold back, who can feel her distance and answer with his own, that man is dangerous to her ego, because it forces her to ask questions she doesn't want to ask. It makes her wonder, did I lose him? Does he want someone else? Why doesn't he need me the way I thought he did? And this is where the real test begins. If you've ever sat in that tension, that quiet standoff, you know exactly what happens next. She starts sending out little hooks, nothing obvious. She won't beg. She won't break her pride in one swing, but she'll bait you with breadcrumbs. A random meme at midnight, a casual, hey stranger, maybe a comment on something she knows will make you react. It's not an accident, it's not random, it's her radar pinging out to see if you're still under her spell. And the moment you jump on it, the moment you grab the bait and drown her with the attention she pretends to hate, you kill the mystery she just started craving again. You reset the chase in her favor. But if you hold, if you nod at her bait but don't bite, if you stay calm, slow, warm, but slightly out of reach, you become a question she can't stop trying to answer. She'll test the distance, she'll push and pull, she'll go cold for a day to see if you'll panic. She wants you to panic because your panic proves her power. But when you detach properly, really detach, you don't panic. You don't slam doors. You don't make dramatic speeches about how you're done with her games. You just sit back and let her feel the weight of her own absence in your life. This is where most men crack. They think detachment is anger. They think it's punishment. They think they're teaching her a lesson. But the truth is colder than that, and softer at the same time. Detachment isn't about punishing her. It's about disciplining yourself. It's about refusing to feed the part of you that needs her validation every morning and every night. It's about learning to sit alone with your own thoughts, your own plans, your own time, without filling every quiet hour with her name. When you master that, you become something different in her mind. You stop being another boy begging at her feet. You become the man she can't quite hold. The man who isn't unkind, isn't cruel, but simply refuses to need her the way she needs him to need her. Because here's what no one told you. A woman doesn't want a man who's indifferent to her, but she also doesn't want a man who's enslaved to her. She wants a man who could have her completely, but never acts like he has to. So when you detach, you remind her of that. You show her your backbone. You show her that your heart is yours first, that your mind is yours first, that your life is yours first. It's magnetic, it's infuriating, it's irresistible. This is why she keeps coming back. When you detach, you become the storm she can't control, the calm she can't break, the question she keeps coming back to answer. She'll flirt with other guys. She'll pretend she's moving on. She'll drop hints to make you jealous. And if you're weak, you'll take the bait. You'll make her feel like the queen again, the one with all the power. But if you're solid, If you see it for what it is, a test, a signal, a flicker of fear that she's losing her hold, then you win without saying a word. You win by letting her run her loops in her own mind. You win by staying still. A woman wants to feel your attention. She wants to know you crave her. But deeper than that, she wants to feel that if she walks too far, she'll lose something she can't replace. That's why she comes back. Because the gap you leave behind feels bigger than the games she plays. Because your silence whispers the one thing her ego hates to admit, that she's not the only one who can walk away. So let her test you, let her pull back, let her try to break you. Hold steady, keep living, keep laughing, keep shining in every room she's not in, not to prove a point, but because your life is bigger than any woman who thinks you'll fold for her games. And when she circles back, and she will, don't greet her with punishment. Don't greet her with need. Don't greet her with desperate forgiveness or open wounds. Greet her with the same calm that made her leave and come back in the first place. Greet her like she was never the whole show, just a welcome guest who forgot what she found when she first came close. A man who doesn't chase what runs from him, but who stands still enough to make what matters find its own way back. Because if you learn this, if you master this, you'll never fear her distance again. You'll never lose sleep over her silence again. You'll never crumble when she tests your edge again. You'll know why she always comes back. And you'll know why, when she does, it's never really you chasing her, but her chasing the man who learned how to let her go. That's the secret, the power, the lesson no one teaches you until you feel it break you once, then build you twice as strong. So when she pulls away, remember this. Sometimes the best way to keep her close is to let her go far enough to feel what your absence does to her mind. Because a woman never forgets the man who made her chase him. Not with force, not with games, but with the calm silence of a man who finally learned to chase nothing but himself. So when she pulls away, let her. When she goes silent, don't fill the space with desperate words. When she tests the distance, don't chase, stand still and watch who she becomes when you stop handing her all your power. Most men beg when they feel her slipping. They plead for another chance, another moment, another piece of her that was never truly theirs to hold. But the man who knows how to detach doesn't beg. He lets her feel the quiet absence of what she took for granted. She doesn't come back for the promises. She doesn't come back for the apologies. She comes back for the calm she can't find anywhere else, the steady strength she tries to break, but secretly hopes will never break. When she circles back, you don't punish her. You don't rub it in her face. You don't remind her how you waited. You simply stand where you've always stood, whole, certain, unmoved by the tide she rides in on. Because once you learn how to detach, you don't lose her. You lose the fear of losing her. And that's the truth she keeps returning to, even when she pretends she won't. Detach, breathe, let her find her own way back to the man who never needed to chase to be chosen.